Let's do the scene. Yes! Hello, what's up? Welcome to Motosumo. My name is Ben, and I'm one of the London-based instructors here in the wonderful UK, here in the wonderful London as well, ready to take you through your half an hour Stronger Together. Now, our Stronger Together classes are here to sort of test you as a team, here to push our limits, here to motivate each other to reach those team goals and become stronger together. This is one of our slightly more challenging classes, so it's going to push you to those limits. It's going to take you out of your comfort zone where change happens. Now that we've got that laid down, team, and also team, if you're doing that on-demand class, make sure you jump on one of our live classes, because that are the times in which we can interact with you, we can talk to you, and I can check to make sure you got the right RPM going. Now that we've done that, we can take it down to that resistance 0. Now your resistance needs to have nothing on it, so let's take it all the way down because we want to align what everyone is running at. Once you're at resistance 0, so no resistance on it at all, I want you to just add a little bit. Find that touch of resistance, and that is where we all start from. And we go for this team all together, getting those legs moving in 3, in 2, in 1. Let's do this. Big tune. So now, again, the reason we do that is because we want to be starting at that same point, and resistance 0 is far too low in that resistance. We want to be at a resistance 1, which is where we are now, with just that tiny little addition of resistance, and it's basically like you're on a flat road. So there's no incline, but you have to pedal, you have to move, you have to use your legs to be able to move forward. It's easy, but not mad easy. So now, while we're in this, just so you know that we're going to be taking it up to resistance 2, 3, and 4 later on in this class. My Stronger Together classes mostly involve that resistance 3 and 4 because that's where the power comes from. Now your cadence is the other thing. So if you look at the bottom of your screen, you can see your cadence meter. Now that is a real-time RPM, revolutions per minute, of how fast you're going or how many times your feet are going around in a circle. So you can really test and push, and we can see how fast you are going. Now team, you're probably just chilling out in maybe that blue or green because they are color coordinated as well. Let's pick up that pace. 60 seconds in the yellow zone. Come with me in 5, in 4, speed up in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So we're just jumping into those 90s now, team. That's halfway. Don't need to go much higher for the moment. Look, this is just the beginning of the warm-up. We're just starting to get used to this. I'm going to spend most of our time in these lower resistances, in these resistance 1 and 2, only for the warm-up, for then us to spend most of our time in that resistance 3 and 4 for most of the time. Big up, let's go for another 10 seconds here. Yo, what's up, Fran? How's it going? 2, 1. We slow it down. Yes, Fran. Cool, just slowing it down. You can just put it into that green zone whilst we keep our legs moving. We're gonna go for that exact same thing. Still in resistance 1, this time we're gonna hit those hundreds. So 100 to 109 for 1 minute. We go for that. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go, another minute. Remember hundreds. Yes, Fran, remember we're in that low resistance, so we can really pick up that speed now. We can really go for it. Oh yes. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go for a 30-second push this time. We're gonna hit that red zone for the first time. Fran, that red zone is 110 plus. Ready? 3, 2, 1, let's do this. Love that red zone now. We really need to make sure we're honing in and we're locking into that technique. Bang those elbows in, those shoulders roll back. Pushing it forward, driving it forward, all the way. Nice, 3, 2, 1, good stuff. Let's take it up into resistance 2, remember. We lift that resistance up, we just make it a little bit stiffer, as if you've added a couple points onto your incline. So you're climbing a sort of gentle hill now, that's how we like to think it. So now we just chilled out a little bit. We're gonna go jump in straight for another minute on the clock. Resistance 2, hitting those 90s. 3, 2, 90s, 1. Let's go. So now you should feel that that's got that little bit harder. Because it's tightened up, because it's got that bit tougher on it, we're pushing up this hill. Yes, Fran? Nice, once again, we're gonna be spending most of this class after this warm-up in those higher up resistances. In that resistance 3 and 4, but you don't need to worry about that for now. 3, 2, 1, little rest there. Now we're gonna go for little sort of intervals. I'm not gonna be doing intervals for this main part of the class, but let's get some intervals in for this warm-up. It's gonna be 30 seconds of work, 15 seconds rest. Go resistance 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. And that'll be your warm-up done. So starting with that resistance 2, 95 to 105, 30 seconds only. Ready, 3, 2, 1, go! Number 95 to 105. Three and 2 and 1. 15 seconds there. Resistance 3. Make it a bit tighter. Remember, adding on a couple points onto that sort of incline. This time we hit 85 to 95. 30 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. First time in the slightly heavier resistance. Yes, Fran. Three, 2, 1. Resistance 4. Your heaviest resistance. We're going to be hitting 75 to 85. Make sure you're keeping everything in the middle. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Heaviest resistance. Staying sat down. Three, 2, 1. Okay, back to resistance 2. All the way back down to resistance 2. 95 to 105. Remember, we're going back up through them one at a time. 3, 2, 1, go! bit of speed.
No fui el primero, ni seré el último, pero sé que
3, 2, 1.
para serte sincero, un Dios el que te enseñó lo que puedes
Take it up.
hacer con mi pie.
Resistance 3, 85 to 95, 30 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Come on. 3, 2, 1. Resistance 4, final one. I'm going to give you a nice long minute break after this. So let's stand up and go for it. 30-second hill sprint. 65 to 75, stood up. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Come on, follow me. 1 minute break coming up. 3, 2, 1. Bring it down to resistance 1. So you can keep those feet moving. So you can keep those legs moving. Yes, Fran. So this is Monday. If you're doing this live, which Fran, you obviously are. Fatima, I always treat this class, this half an hour Stronger Together class, as my reset class. It is on a Monday, so what better time to reset and to head into that new week strong, with new goals, with new objectives, and we bring them in, and we attack them, and we get them done in this class specifically. It's all about giving it everything. It's all about pushing yourself, and it's all about shaking off the last week and coming into that next week. Whatever happened in the last week, whether it was good or bad, this is a new week. And we get ready to go. And we come straight into an 8-minute round. 8-minute round to start with, and then we've only got one more round after that, which is going to be a little bit shorter. But this is your sort of main event round. Starting with a 2-minute climb. So back into resistance 4 for me. Standing up, we go in 5, 4, resistance 4, 3, 2, 1. 2-minute climb. 60 to 70 for me. Let's do this Motosumo. Two minutes here. So because it is an 8-minute round, you've got to save a bit of energy to make sure you can give me everything throughout the whole 8 minutes. At the same time, it's stronger together. So it's about lifting that intensity up. It's about working towards those team goals, making sure we're all on the same sort of mindset and that we're all pushing each other in this. And I think we're doing that. I know, Fran. Yo, I'm on that same level. Keep letting me know how you feel throughout this, yeah? We're doing that same thing. Yo, we're gonna sit down in 10 seconds, resistance 2, for a minute, only a minute. So let's pick up that speed. 4, 3, 2, 1. Signaling down, resistance 2. Give me that speed. Getting into that yellow zone for me. We should be pushing it into that yellow zone, or at least trying to at least. Yes, Fran. There's only a minute. Resistance 3. In 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 5 minutes left for resistance 3. Try to get 80 minimum. 80 minimum. We got 2 minutes here. Two minutes in resistance 3. Nice, Fran, try to push it just a little bit above that 80. I want to see you really pushing yourself. I want to see you challenging yourself. Remember, this 8-minute round is sort of your main round in this, and it's only 8 minutes. So you got this. I believe you. All that way. Under a minute. Yo, we gotta drop it down to resistance 2 again. We gotta drop it down to resistance 2 in about 45 seconds. And that's when we let loose again. That's when we let those legs go. That's when we push ourselves. Resistance 2 coming up. In 3, in 2, in 1. Let's go, speed. Back to that yellow zone for me. Come on, Fran. You got this. Remember, we were pushing that speed back on resistance 2 so we can speed up that little bit. And you know how we're gonna finish it off? We're gonna finish it off the way we started this 2-minute round. So we're gonna be up out of that saddle in that resistance 4, climbing it up that hill. Ten seconds. Resistance 4. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Two minutes left of this round. Back in them 60s is where I want to see you, Fran. You get a 1-minute break after this. Now remember I said most of it's being spent, I know, most of it's being spent in that resistance 3 and 4 because that is where we get that power, and that power is only gained from that high resistance, is mainly gained from that high resistance. But another little thing to look at, 10 minutes left. We're in that purple zone, and that means you've got those 10 minutes left. So let's do this. And you've also got 1 minute left on your countdown.
Could somebody come and take me away? I've been in the deep without you, and I got it in my head night and day. But we are one step closer. We're all in this together. Put your hand in mine. Yeah, we are one step closer. Can you feel it, baby? It's the end of the line. It looks like we made it. Let's get it on. We can't go and not go up. It looks like we made it.
20 seconds, we get to sit it down. You can drop into resistance 2 and just move those legs. Four, 3, 2, 1. Put into that resistance 2. A bit of that. Also, yo, we're on fire. We're on fire. All right, there's no long left. And we get to finish this off in a fun way. In a good fun way. I say fun for me. Now we're going to be spending 1 minute in different resistances. It's a 5-minute round to finish off. 5 minutes. You've just done an 8 minute. Then a 5 minute. It's going to feel like nothing. Take it up into resistance 3 for me. 3 for me, Motosumo. 3 for me, Fran. 5 minutes. That's 5 minutes. Getting ready to go. 80 minimum. 3, 2, 1 resistance. 3 to start with, 80 minimum, about 80 to 90. 1 minute in each. And so we're starting for that 1 minute in resistance 3, then we go for that 1 minute in resistance 4, stood up. Big final 5-minute round. Bit of an anthem, this song. Yes! 20 seconds, resistance 4, stood up. Final time, standing up in resistance 4 today. 10 seconds, we're up.
Remember when you told me.
Ready? 3, 2, 1.
You're done pretending that fate is patient. Go run away, get it out of your system. Come back when
We're up.
you're older. Go find a place where you can't be the victim. And come back when you're older. Go catch the storm within your broken bones. And be wild, 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 wild.
20 seconds, drop it down, resistance 3 once again. Resistance 3, 3, 2, 1. 3 minutes left. Let's do this. Resistance 3, back into that sort of 85 to 95. Pushing it up there. You've got under 3 minutes left to go for it. Yo, Fran, how you feeling? Give me a thumbs up, give me a strong. Let me know. Yeah. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. We got this. Yo, I'm feeling the same way. 15 seconds, resistance 4. Sat down. Staying in green zone. Resistance 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 2 minutes left, under. "20 seconds. Resistance 2. We hit the racetrack for your final push. Yo, this is speed. This is everything you've got. We go for this. Resistance 2 in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Resistance 2, let's go. 1 minute left. Enchanting power, look who it is. Fran, this is it. This is everything we've been working for. You've been holding that tension, you've been pushing, you've been working. Motosumo, let's do this. Eight. Team, you got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What a race. That was. Bring it down to resistance 0 for me. Fran, look at those numbers. Look, anything above 600 is good. 686 is banging. I just had to push it up that little bit to get that 700, but what a race. Good. In all of my classes, we just use this as a time to breathe. Just chill out. Let's breathe. To sort of reset that breath, reset your heart rate, to recalibrate, but also to reflect, to self-reflect on the class, on the times that were tough, and the fact that you made it, the fact that you got there, you finished it, which is great in itself. Take a big deep breath in for me. Hold it. And breathe out. Let's go again. Let's stand it up. Push those heels down for me. Push those hips back. Get that stretch into those hamstrings and everything. Nice, spinning around the other way. Let's get into that other side. One side maybe a little bit tighter than the other. That's normal, that's all good. Give me a little wiggle out into that. 3, 2, 1. Take those arms up for me. Big stretch. You're gonna bring them over to one side, over to the other side. And from there, team, let's bring them all the way around into that heart center where I want to say thank you so much for joining me. Unreal, epic class. Yes, Fran, Motosumo, as always, what a joy. That was wicked, sending all my love, because that was a sick one, a tough one as well, but we made it there. Making sure you click and pause to save so you can compare your workouts in your history, and making sure you find us on social media as well. Team, thank you so much for joining me. My name is Ben. This has been Motosumo. I'll see you later.